Where are we? I'm scared. There's like a big fence.
In the middle of nowhere, there's a fence. We haven't seen a house for miles.
And children at play here? Oh dear God, help them.
Okay.
Welcome
children-
to Sullivan County.
The children are behind the fence.
Not
But
behind
seriously,
the corn.
what's back here? What is this?
I still say it's aliens.
The
man.
robins. People live here?
Why? Yeah, this is like where local government come to have their weird, creepy parties. What's the password? I don't know. You die.
What is that?
I don't know, but I see a roof. And
It's a big barn. There's an entryway with another gate.
whoa.
Where are we? And a buzzer.
What in the fuzzy hell is this
Where
place?
are we? Watch us get shot.
Well, I'm convinced it's a cult. Well, maybe it was abandoned at one time.
Not anymore.
It's so scary out here.
We're gonna die. We are in the middle of nowhere. And by the middle of nowhere, like
She means freaking nowhere, dude.
freaking nowhere.
Like, there's wooded compounds and weird children
Weird-
at playside.
Like posting, like
And this is where we are. Children at play. Really?
really. And beware of dog.
Oh yeah, beware of dog.
We have no service, so we can't pull up a map or find out where we are. So we're just kind of driving through this compound. If we
and
make it out
apparently being
alive.
irradiated by the sun while we talk.
Why, yes. If we make it out alive, we'll post this.
It's bumpy.
Just a bit. Okay, I think we made it. I keep waving like an idiot. I'm like, hi.
I promise.
I don't know what to do. We're totally lost. We just passed these weird rednecks in this giant pickup truck, and like it looked like the guy's uncle was his dad, and he was staring at us like, "What y'all doing?"
Hey.
Trust me, sir. We're trying to leave.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get out.
If we don't fall in a pothole.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was a big pothole. I have a really low car too. Not the best car for this terrain.
Low rider. Get a little.
Look, why is there tape? There's caution tape.
They want to caution you not to go up there, maybe?
Oh, we're coming up on the compound again. Hoping Stefan doesn't die. Run!
I hope I hit record. She's like a ninja.
Run! Get in the car! Go, go, go! That's a good idea.
Problem is, when it's on selfie mode, you get a really weird close-up.
That's great.
How does it go?
Are you recording me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
This creepy-ass place.
Hurting.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Hello. Say hello.
Hi.
What's up? Happy Saturday. So, Stefan and I decided to check out a road in the area that's called the Highway to Hell. It is
Hellish.
abandoned. It is, I don't know how many miles of absolutely nothing. That's right in my face.
Double-fisted camera.
Rude!
Alright. So, we are in what town now?
I have no idea where we are.
I think we were in Kerhonkson, and now we are in the middle of somewhere that could be there. We are going to check out the Bennett building. Don't really need the tripod for out here, but as I get inside, it's pretty dark, and I don't want to use my flash right now, so I'm gonna actually do it on a tripod. and I will show you how that gets set up in a second. So let's check this place out. Hopefully there's no crackheads inside. Hey, there's an abandoned book next to the abandoned building. Almost. I'm kind of curious, what is this book? Mary Higgins Clark. Oh, well, the other half is still frozen in the snow. Let me see if I can bring my friend into the abandoned book.
There's just a little bit of food.
So, apparently, on my Sunday and Saturday mornings, because, you know, today's not Sunday actually, I like to come with my friends to abandoned crack houses.
Hey, it says turtle.
It says turtle?
Hey, Justin, it says turtle.
Maybe he had a turtle poking out.
Excuse me, I'm live.
Oh!
You behave. Ooh, low number.
Yo, this place is creepy. I mean, there is a lot of graffiti in here. And in this room in particular, it says, "Speak the truth." I guess that's probably a good idea. What on earth is this place? Speak the truth. Up, yo.
I didn't get one connection died, but it was recording, so I'll just let it keep going. Weird.
Yo, this looks like a brain with eyeballs. Or a weird heart.
Floor's a little slanty.
Hey, at least we haven't fallen through it yet.
The day is young.
We have time yet. I'm surprised I haven't found any dirty needles yet.
There's some really steep stairs. I'm gonna have to go back through and take pictures and everything.
Yep.
Wow, this is quite a workout.
I almost feel like I need to do like the Indiana Jones. Check the floor and...
Oh, it's a little cozy.
And this is where Jimmy Jim died.
Billy Bob. It's
Whatever.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. Maybe it's Jimmy Jim's... Hey, no, Smokey the Bear died here. See? He even tagged his name on the wall. Smokey.
Oh, that's right.
Or maybe that's just what they were doing when they were shooting guns. A little hole in the floor. So clearly this is the place to be on a Friday night.
That's right. Ding.
Ta-da!
I need pictures of me in this place.
Alright, so I'm gonna... yeah, that's a fun tip. When you're freezing and your fingers are so cold that you can't turn it on, you can actually turn on the play button with your nose. Unless it's fingerprint detecting, then you're kind of screwed. But in hopes that is not the case, or you could stand here like her. Show how to set this up. Stand right over there. Or better yet, I'll take that. So I have my camera set up on a tripod right now. It's a macro tripod. I usually have Canon 60 Mark II 24-105 lens. And basically it's pretty bright in here because of the windows. But what I'm trying to capture here is get some natural daylight on her face. So I'm gonna let her take a couple pictures and then we're gonna set up a portrait. So let me get the settings on here. We got, don't need that. So I'm actually, look down here. I am lowering.
Oh, do I need to sit over here?
No, not yet. You can walk around for a moment. So for this part, I am actually looking at the top of my camera. I am changing the ISO to, in this case, I want to put it maybe on 800. Just so we can do a pretty decent amount in the dark. And I want this to be wide open, so it's like a 4.0 lens, so that's like the iris in your eyeball. So when you're looking at light and your iris gets smaller to block out the light, your camera does the same thing. And you know, the added effect with that is it increases sharpness, but the retrospect is true as well. If you open it up all the way, you're gonna have a nice blurred background. Now, with those two settings, now the only thing left to adjust is the shutter speed. So it's on manual mode. And you can see right here, it says that it's too dark. Let me just see how it looks at that, because right now it is trying to compensate for the shadows in here. So that is pretty dark. Now one way you can handle this situation is you can actually put it on center weighted metering or spot focusing. So where is it? Here we go. So I'm going to put it so that it focuses only on the very center of the frame, and it uses that to judge how much light it needs. And then the rest of the frame will do just whatever it needs to do. So in this case, you know, pointing it at the window, it is 1 stop too bright. Whereas if I turn it over here, it's 3 stops too dark. You know, one of these days I'll actually be able to say one of these videos without having to cut out half of what I say. Because I mumble. Yeah, just takes time. Alright, so I'm gonna need you for this part. Here she comes! And she missed the hole in the floor, which is good.
Go around the ball floor, around.
So it's actually pretty bright in here. I'm not gonna need the tripod for this part. But, so what I want you to do is I want you to go right over to the window here, and you're gonna lean up against the wall. Whoops, sorry. Like that, and just kind of look out that way, but with your eyes a little bit more toward the brick. Yeah.
My left side is not on the side.
It is or isn't?
It's not. My right side's my good side.
So we can do it from that side then. I gotta move it.
Now I'm looking at nothing.
In fact, I'm gonna have you go to that window over there if we're gonna do it from that angle. You get more of the room in it.
Oh, I guess it.
Readjusting the exposure. See how that looks. And we're gonna do.
I can't be serious.
You don't have to be.
Good. I'm actually awkward having my picture taken.
Which is funny.
Where am I looking?
We both feel awkward on camera, yet we're always on camera.
I know.
Or behind the camera.
It's a curse. I know, one of my friends is like, you feel awkward? I'm like, yeah, all the time.
Oh, when I do it in public, I'm like, don't look at me.
Just don't look.
Are you laughing at me?
No.
Says the lady dancing in the corner.
I don't know why I'm doing that one.
Your creepy dancing pose.
Excuse me.
There you go.
Well, hello.
How you doing?
We haven't seen anyone for like 5 miles.
Like, we thought we were gonna break our car.
Oh my gosh, look!
There's a whole community of like who live at Devilwood Lane.
Where? Wait,
Next to Rogue Lane.
next to.
Or what was it? Rogue what?
We were off.
Oh, now they have a Chestnut Lane.
I didn't. I'm so confused, but 55 is up here to the right.
Cool. And no knock at trailer parks. Some of them are very nice. I just didn't know that there was one at the top of a hill in the woods
Oh, no.
next to a creepy old abandoned crack house.
No.
I guess that might explain some of the recreational activities in the woods.
Look how many trailers there are.
Jeez.
I don't know where we are.
I do I. Like, there's like the whole hidden community.
Napanock.
Here. This is Napanock?
Apparently we're in Napanock.
Knock knock, who's there?
Napanock!
Let's just stop.
No.
We made it out alive.
Shady Acres.
Shady Acres.
What? Where are we?
Shady Acres.
But look, we're suddenly in civilization.
With somewhat bigger houses. Oh, this
sorry,
heads up to the reservoir. That's where it is.
Oh.
We're heading up towards Ashokan and... Whoa! That actually looks really cool. So, just thought I'd take a video of me being a little bit stuck in a fence.
So we had to crawl through a fence.
So we are actually at what used to be the Schrade factory in Ellenville. And this whole empty area in front of us was a giant factory a couple years ago. And they finally tore it to pieces. Leslie and I, we had a great time exploring the highway to hell and what may have been an abandoned crack house. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but it was pretty interesting. I mean, hell, I could be wrong. It could be a hippie artist commune with really dirty mattresses on the floor and a lot of graffiti, but, you know, I'm probably leaning towards the former option. But either way, it was pretty neat. After that, we headed out to Ellenville to the abandoned, or what used to be the Schrade Knife Factory, which is now basically an open lot because they demolished it a few years ago after it sat basically unused and abandoned for, I'm not really sure, I want to say more than 10 years, but I'd have to do some research to find out for you. But I do still have one of the knives that were made there. It was like a little hunting knife, and tell you what, they made really good products, so I'm not really sure what caused them to go out of business, but, you know, even so, it was still pretty interesting. After freeing myself from the fence, we, you know, walked around the lot a little bit, but there wasn't a huge amount to see, so looking forward to the next adventure, and I'm not sure where we're going to be going next, because we both are kind of really spontaneous and random for when we make these trips. But I look forward to sharing it with you next time. All right, have a great day. Puffy eyes, uncooperative hair. I guess that's the price of getting up early to film at, well, what time is it? Early.